When we add decimal numbers, we write the numbers vertically and line up the decimal places. And now we can fill in the 0 in order to right align the numbers and just add the columns. 5 and 4, 3 and 3 is 6, 5 and 2, and there's our sum. Seven is a whole number, and whole numbers have decimal places to the right of the number. So we'll write 7 decimal place and then 5.3.0076 and 23.05. And then let's write a line. Let's just fill in with some zeros. And here as well. And the last column. And now just simply add up the columns. So here we have a 6, here we have a 7, here we have 5, 3, 7 and 5 is 12, and 3 is 15, carry the 1, and 3. We subtract in the same way, lining up decimal places. Eight subtract 5, 9 subtract 7, line up the decimal, and 5 subtract 3. 2.23. Now number 4, again, let's line up our numbers. And this time fill in with 1 0. And now, since 0 is less than 5, we're going to borrow. We'll borrow 1 from the column next to it. Change that 1 to a 0. 10 subtract 5 is 5. 0 subtract 0, 0 subtract 0. And now we're going to borrow again, borrow a 1 from the column on the left, so change that to a 1. And here we have 8. Bring down that decimal, and 1 subtract 1 is 0. Let's remember the decimal place to the right of the 5. Now let's fill in with zeros and start our subtraction. So we're going to borrow 1, and we borrow from the column on the left, but since the column on the left is a 0, we change this to a 9 and try to borrow from the next column, but we get another 0, change to a 9. Try to borrow from the next column, since there's another 0, again change that to a 9. And finally we get to a non-zero column, so subtract 1 from that column. And now we're ready to do our subtraction. 10 subtract 4, 9 subtract 3, 9 subtract 0, 9 subtract 0. Put in our decimal place, and 4 subtract 0. In number 6, we're finding a total, so let's add in the column. Alright, let's start adding on the right. 8 and 5 is 15, and 7 is 20. Here we have 2 and 9, that's 11, and 2 is 13. Let's bring down that decimal. Here we have 8 and 3 is 11, and 9 is 20, and 2 plus 1 is 3. So there's our total. Number 7 says find the amount of fencing required to enclose an empty lot of dimensions 135 feet by 223 feet. Here's a picture of a lot that's 135 by 223 feet. So to find the amount of fencing, we're just going to add up all the sides. This side, now this side as well, which is also 135, and then this side as well, which is 223. All right, so let's just add these up. We'll add up 135 twice and 223 twice. All right, so let's add this column. Here we have 5 and 5 is 10, 13, 16. Here we have 4 and 3 is 7, 9, 11. Here we have 3, 5, and 2 is 7. So we require 716 feet of fencing to enclose the yard. Number 8 says a bottle of olive oil sells for $13.55 in the grocery store, and the same size bottle sells for $8.95 in the supermarket. How much more does it cost in the grocery? So we want to see how much larger this number is than this number, so that requires subtraction. And we'll subtract $8.95. Okay, so 5 subtract 5 is 0. Alright, 5 is less than 9, so we're going to borrow, make this a 2, and change that to 15. 15 subtract 9 is 6. Okay, bring down that decimal. And then from here we can just say 12 subtract 8 is 4. So the difference is $4.60.